Have you ever tried dandelion greens? In this video, we'll show you some of our favorite ways to embrace this wild superfood. You might have heard of the Food Not Lawns movement, and dandelion should be recognized as one of the most nutritious foods that will effortlessly plant itself nearly anywhere. And with a flavor similar to arugula, but with even more health benefits, according to Versus.com. Why wouldn't you take advantage of this overabundant and free wild food? It's early May here in Vermont, and the dandelion greens are at their most tender and delicious. The leaves are most tender and sweet before the plant produces flowers. The leaves will still be edible after the plant flowers, but they will be more bitter and fibrous. Whenever you're foraging for wild food, please take care to properly identify your plant. Dandelions have no poisonous lookalikes, but always feel confident that you're harvesting what you know is safe to consume. Also, be sure that the plants you are harvesting are grown in a space free of chemicals or pesticides or other toxins. Start by washing the greens extremely well. Submerge them in cold water and let them soak for a minute before swishing them around, pouring off the water and repeating with another soak and swish. Do this until the water looks clear. I took my time cutting each little leaf an inch away from the stem to avoid gathering up as much grass or dirt or bugs as possible. And look how much grit is in this water. After your greens are squeaky clean, you can shake a handful dry and toss it straight into a salad bowl. The bitter greens pair nicely with sweet additions like beets and oranges. We've also added some cucumber, red pepper, sweet onion, carrots, celery, and topped it all off with a sweet and easy honey balsamic vinaigrette. To make the dressing, mix up a quarter cup each of balsamic vinegar and olive oil. Add 3 tablespoons of honey, some minced garlic, Dijon mustard, and some salt and pepper and other spices that you would like to taste. This salad tastes even better after marinating in the fridge for a bit. Also, try using the fresh greens in your favorite wraps and sandwiches. You could even toss them on your favorite pizza. We make an easy pizza dough by adding 3/4 cup of warm water into our mixer, along with 2 1/4 teaspoons of yeast, a teaspoon of sugar, and a handful of our favorite seasonings, including onion powder, garlic powder, basil, oregano, salt, and pepper. Let the yeast activate before adding a cup of flour. Don't forget to add the oil. Add another cup of flour and slowly add more until the dough starts to come together. Then knead it for a few minutes. Bakers all over the planet will cringe at seeing how I prevent dirtying another bowl by leaving the dough in the same bowl to rise. When your dough is double in size, deflate it and knead it for a minute longer until it is smooth. Then toss, stretch, or roll out the dough into any shape you like. We like to add dandelion greens and fresh tomato to a creamy white pie with ricotta cheese. Bake it at 425 degrees Fahrenheit for about 15 minutes. You can also saute or stir-fry dandelion greens with any of your favorite flavor combinations. We stir-fried them up with some of our favorite spicy Thai flavors. Or you can make a fresh egg pasta with creamy sauteed dandelions. You can make a wicked easy egg pasta or dumplings by mixing about 5 eggs with about 2½ cups of all-purpose flour. Click here to see our video explaining this process in more detail. Then leave the pasta to rest while browning some thick-cut bacon. Remove the meat and add chopped onion and mushrooms to the hot grease. Add parsley, oregano, salt, pepper, or any other of your favorite spices to taste. Cook the veggies until they're about half done before adding the uncooked pasta. Add about a cup of chicken stock or enough to cover the noodles. Stir and cook them until almost all the stock is absorbed, adding the fresh dandelion greens towards the end of the cook time. Cook until the greens and the pasta are tender. Top with the crumbled bacon and cheese. The greens are also a great addition to soups and stews, and can be used similarly to kale. You can try them in this hearty bean soup. We start by sauteing a ½ pound of spicy sausage in our Instant Pot. Set the cooked meat aside and brown the onions and garlic next. Set them aside with the cooked meat, and the reason why we love using an Instant Pot for this recipe is because we like to buy dry beans. So add 3 cups of chicken stock to the deliciously greasy pot along with a 1/4 pound of dry cannellini beans. Pressure cook the beans until they are tender, which is about 45 minutes. Release the pressure and toss in 3 cups of roughly chopped dandelion greens along with your reserved meat and veggies. The fresh greens will wilt quickly, but you can reduce the bitterness if needed by simmering the soup for a little bit longer. Frozen dandelion greens bring the flavor of early spring to stir-fries, sautés, soups, and stews year-round. Blanch the greens for 2 minutes. You can chop them or not, pack them up in airtight containers, and store them in the freezer until you need them. They are a lovely addition to quiche. Try them as a substitute for the chopped broccoli greens featured in our Monday night quiche recipe. Click on the info bar to check it out. And if you're short on freezer space, the leaves can also be dehydrated and ground into a shelf-stable powder. We're going to use our dehydrator for this job. Once the leaves are fully dry, you can transfer them into an airtight container, or you can blend them into a powder that can be used in millions of ways in millions of smoothies, desserts, baked goods, sauces, and even as a replacement for flour. So go on out to your lawn today and pick that beautiful food that planted itself. Dandelion greens. Hopefully we've inspired you to try them in one of these recipes. Or let us know in the comments, what is your favorite way to enjoy dandelion greens? We'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you haven't become a subscriber yet to our channel, please subscribe to Say Why Chicken Thigh. We'll see you next time.